when a guy named Dave Denenberg can follow Mother Teresa. You know what? In 2001, we needed Tom Suozzi to bring Nassau County back from the brink of bankruptcy. And he did it. But now we really need, in 2013, we need Tom Suozzi more than ever, but now it's really to save Nassau County. We really are at the point where we need to save our county. That's how bad it's gotten, no matter what you hear. And I use the word save, S-A-V-E, to use each and every one of those letters. We're here in Seaford. We're just 2 blocks from the 7th precinct, which our current county executive wants to consolidate with the 1st precinct. Our public safety is at stake. We moved here to Nassau County for a certain quality of life which is at risk. Make no mistake about it, the crime rate is going up, and if people are booked here from the 1st precinct at the 7th precinct, they're not getting a limousine to take them back. Overtime is going up, it's going through the roof. The 7th precinct was underwater, and yet our county executive wanted to consolidate. If myself, people like Tom and others didn't protest, that consolidation would have happened already. But look where consolidation was. Public safety has gone down. S is for public safety, but S is also for our sewer plant right here in Cedar Creek. I'm looking at John Brooks, I'm looking at Bob Young. Where's Mark Salerno? Mark Salerno's back there, Ralph Spagnola, Claudia Barecki. The current county executive wants to sell our plant so that all of you can pay back 4 times the rate in that loan, and tells you he fixed the plants. Mark, when was the last time we got to go in those plants?
Couldn't tell you.
When Tom Suozzi was county executive. That was the last time you got to go in. Tom had a plan to upgrade those plants. Make no mistakes about it. Those plants are ours, it's our infrastructure, it's our sewage treatment plant, it's our environment, and the county makes money on those plants. Selling those plants to put the bill on all of us would be devastating to the environment. I'm looking at Al Calistine. We got involved protecting those plants back in 1991. The Republicans tried to sell it then, they're trying to sell it now. A, save. A is assessment. County Executive Mangano was going to reform our assessment system. He sure reformed it. It's the worst it's ever been. Who here is paying more in taxes? Raise your hand. If you didn't challenge your assessment and get a reduction just for the hell of it, because you challenged, you are paying more. A frozen assessment system on the South Shore when our property values are down. Thank you very much. I choose Tom. I choose the annual updates. V is for vocation. My kids were your kids' age when I first started, even younger. They're now in college. I want them to stay here. My parents moved here from Brooklyn. My kids' generation is moving back to Brooklyn. Moving back to Brooklyn. There's more vocations and jobs and things to do there. People ridicule the Lighthouse Project. The idea that Tom said, I want to invest in our kids, I want jobs, I want to keep a team here, I want mixed-use zoning, I want things to do in Nassau County. Tom said, I believe in Nassau. The Republicans don't. They just don't. Finally, the E. Expenses are up $100 million on outside contracts. To who? Politically connected insiders every time. E is also, we want to keep our property taxes down one way. Expand the revenue base. Expand the revenue base. Tom talked about cool downtowns before downtowns were cool. He knew the future. You talk about vision, that's not just garbage. That's a truth. You have to have a vision. You have to have this idea of expanding our revenue base. Otherwise, property taxes will just go up. Mangano raised expenses, fees, over $80 million last year alone. You're paying more for everything. But he has commercials saying he didn't raise taxes. He has no vision. He has no jobs for our kids. He's selling the plant right here in Seaford. He's selling out the South Shore. My good friend, the mayor of Freeport, can't even get a project from the current county executive. He needs a partner to build up our South Shore. That partner is Tom Suozzi. We need Tom Suozzi.
Hey guys, how are you doing? I get your email, by the way. Now, first of all, Dave Denenberg is a great, fantastic legislator. Let's give him another big hand. It's been a tough 2 years in the county legislature, and Dave has been fighting a good fight throughout the entire time. I really am very proud of you, Dave. You've been doing a fantastic job.
That's right.
I also want you to, please, let's hear it again for Laura Gillen. That was she's making announcements. First time she's made a speech. You kids, come on up here. Come on. Come up here with your mom for a second. I want you to come on. Now listen, these guys are not used to being involved in politics, okay? They haven't done this before. We need you to help this family and support their mother and their wife in this process because she's a good person who wants to try and make things better for people. Let's give them a big thank you. Great, you give them one more round of applause. And our great Democratic Chairman, Jay Jacobs, great job, fantastic. I want to thank everybody from the town of Hempstead Democratic Organization who did such a fantastic job. I don't know if Bill is here. Is Bill here tonight? But I want to thank Bob Young for helping to organize it.
Yay, Bob Young.
The town of Oyster Bay Democrats that are down here as well, led by Dave Googie. Dave, thank you so much. Everybody who worked so hard to get people to come out here tonight. We're so grateful to everyone. And I have to make a special mention of one of my favorite candidates ever, because he's got the perfect Democratic name. Let's hear it again for Bobby Kennedy. Hey. I look out at this room, I'm going to tell you, I am overwhelmed by this room. Not just by the number of people here, but the faces that I see of people that have been involved for years in carrying this banner and helping me personally, but helping other Democrats of fighting a good fight for so many years to try and make this a better place to live. And it's just overwhelming. And I'm very grateful and humbled by the presence of so many people in this room. You really, really mean a lot to me and to all the candidates when you show up like this. So I want to thank you so much. And I want to thank the new people. There's faces in this room I've never even seen before.
New people.
Here, I want to thank all of you. Actually from the town of Hempstead, raise your hand. How many are from the town of Oyster Bay? Raise your hand. How many of you are from East Meadow or south? East Meadow or south? You're not trying to figure that out in your head, right?
Come on, this isn't a geography.
Wait, who is from north of East Meadow? What are you guys doing here? Well, this is our 5th meeting like this. We've had five meetings. And one was up in Glen Cove, North Oyster Bay. Another one was over in North Hempstead, which was just on Saturday. One was in Hempstead, Central Nassau. One was in West Nassau. And now we're here in Southeast Nassau. So we've had this type of turnout at each of these meetings. It's really amazing how excited people are to really try and turn this county around again. So I'm grateful for everyone being here. So now people have said, Well, Tom, you said you weren't running, and now you're running. And it was a big decision for me to decide to run, and I'm so glad that I did. I've been paying attention to everything that's been going on for the past 3 years, and I've kind of been punching the wall a lot when I read the newspaper and seeing the things that they're doing. But